what Thread's passionate about is the same thing that our industry is really yearning for, which is this move to virtual clinical trials, where we're able to do the research we do today, complex research, in a way that lets us do it faster, with less resource, still getting the endpoints at the quality we need to evaluate and do scientifically valid research. That's what we're trying to get to. And we know that that's actually in our grip because we've seen enough of the elements and enough of the hints, and we've done enough of the crawl, walk, run to get there that we can see it. But the reality is that not everybody's ready for that today. And so there's actually a way to not just give up on virtual trials as a model, but to think about how I crawl, walk, run into it. Crawl, walk, run is just a stepwise approach that says you don't have to go all in doing virtual clinical trials. Right? Today, there's a method that can get you to step your teams in that direction, but it helps you start today, as opposed to just waiting for everybody else to get there and then trying to fast follow. So when we think about the 3 stages, those crawl, walk, run, the crawl is what we call a companion app. That's where we're taking the digital health platform that Thread has, taking Research Kit, Care Kit, and other components, lifting it into our platform, and making an app that is the study for a patient. And we're taking a number of assessments, interventions, and different things that a patient would traditionally do in a clinic, or not do at all, but we need that data, and we're moving that to a mobile experience that the patient takes home, and it's in tandem, it's in connection with the clinical trial. Meaning it's still a site-based study, but this app comes in and is off shifting and taking some of the burden away from the clinicians, from the study coordinator, moving it to the app. So we're collecting active and passive contextual data, but only maybe this much of the study. When you move to the next stage, which is your walk, that walk is really about a remote patient research study. And a remote patient research study is what you've seen released with the majority of the Research Kit apps, including the ones that Thread was a part of. The remote patient research study is where you're really more in an observational or registry environment. You're directly recruiting patients, you're sending them to an app that is the study, and that app is doing consenting, it's doing enrollment, it's collecting ePro, it's collecting genomics, EMR integration, and a number of other sort of interventions that are part of our platform. But in that world, there's not randomized controlled drug, there's maybe not ECGs, there's maybe not as much in-clinic visits that are needed. Maybe there's just one in-clinic visit or one blood draw they have to do locally, but it's very limited, it's very small. And so in a very safe way, you can sort of continue to progress, but you're not a full-out virtual trial. You're not taking the risks that are involved in that. The third stage, which is the run, which is what I'm excited about. This is where the industry really starts to do more research faster with less resource. This is where the shift that we see digital health coming into play, I think, enables our industry to make the change. And virtual trials are where we're taking phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 clinical trials. And we're taking the components that we built on in companion app and remote patient research, and we're going full out and enrolling patients directly, doing all assessments in their home, and sending them out to a clinic for maybe 1 or 2 assessments, but we're controlling randomized controlled drug to their home, and basically taking all the components you need in a clinical trial and making them remote, making them completely virtual. And so as you can see, those tiers are really important because they help us have a natural crawl, walk, run that lets us start today, but know that our end goal is still really the same, that we have to innovate clinical trials so that we can do more research faster and with less resource.